now, without further ado, here are your hosts. Bill from Warmstrong Adventures and Scott from Controversial Cruising.
Hey everybody, Scott, how's it going?
Hey Bill, how we doing? How's the week going, my friend?
It's going good. It's going good. I'm still trying to recover from from your live last night, your premiere, 2-hour premiere. Good for you.
It was I like to try to think of that one like a movie. You know, you grab the popcorn and you sit back, and I guess I can entertain you for 2 hours. Apparently, I had a lot of people laughing at that, so I appreciate you being in there.
And you had a premiere. You just had a premiere. Hopefully, I see some in the chat. You see some people are rating us from the chat.
Hopefully, yes, I did see that. I tried to successfully raid myself or link my own premiere, link my own live to my premiere.
Yeah.
So hopefully that worked.
Good job. Good job.
I am getting so excited though, Bill. I know we've let the cat out of the bag already that we're going on this cruise, but I just took a gamble, as I told you, on some flights. I didn't have my flights. I wait till the last second. Don't do this. Please don't wait till the last second like me. But I did a little gamble on Priceline, and I got some good flights.
So do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, definitely.
I, believe it or not, my hotel, I booked early. I'm already packed. I'm completely packed. Everything's in the bag. So I'm done. Bags are sitting over the corner waiting to go. That's unheard of for me. Normally I'm waiting to the last day to get the final things in the bag. Nope, not this time. So I am getting excited. It's gonna meet a lot of nice people down there. It should be, at least.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going very minimalist, I guess you could say. I'm only bringing a backpack. I know you've heard that, and I guess people think that it's a rumor, but I'm going to bring only one bag with me, be it a backpack or a very large duffel bag, or something of that sort. So I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna show people that
not crazy. I just want to see how you do it. Even though I've done it like with just a carry-on bag,
If it gets out of hand, I have a small carry-on. If it gets out of hand, but we're going to try not to let it get out of hand.
As long as I'm not bringing a suit or anything to dress up. If I'm just some shorts, blue jeans, and things like that, I 4-day cruise, I could do it in a carry-on bag. Yeah. Easy, no problem, easy peasy.
Easy. I'm not going to bring any like formal wear technically, but I am going to bring like a nice button up if we decide to, I don't know, go to the steakhouse, or if we decide to go to the main dining room one night, and I just put it's nothing for it. It's a casual button up. So that's as far as I'm going on Margaritaville.
Well, I'm gonna try to hit different places. So it's, main dining room. I'm gonna try to get to the steakhouse. Just try some of the food options on the ship since it's an inaugural cruise. Just see how it is.
I'm so excited. I know. I'm like living the life of Bill. I just got off a cruise and now I get to go on another one.
Whatever. Scott, every time I turn around, I see you on YouTube. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, the morning show. There's Scott. I see you everywhere. He's late night last night. How do you do it? You were up till 11, 12 o'clock. Well, that's my time. Yeah, but it's still early for you because you were up on the morning show. So that you got 3 hours of sleep last night?
Yeah, because I was up for Jimmy's at 3 a.m. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. I love my YouTube. I love supporting, and I love honestly, it's not even it's obviously about supporting, yes, but I love being part of the shows and part of the chats, and if I was not you were doing it solo like you do tomorrow, I love being in banter with Bill chat. So it's fun. It's fun.
It is. It was a lot of fun last night. I was there, but I wasn't chatting as much as everybody else. It sounds like everybody was just dying laughing.
Oh, they were.
And
Scott, I was too. So that was the first time I saw it. I don't watch my videos all throughout. I just make sure that the edit is good, and then I kind of like to, I don't know, sit back and watch them too. So
yeah. I can't wait for today's show. This is going to be a good one. We're talking about one of our ships. We're going to get into it, and something special, never done before on Cruise Talk Live.
Something, yes, never done.
Never done before. What could that possibly be? Even though I think the cat is out the bag on that one too, but we are going to do something that we've never done before on this show.
So before we do that, I just want everybody to you don't have to close your eyes, but just imagine, right? Imagine being on a cruise ship that nothing really makes sense, nor really does it match. And I think that is the ship that we're going to talk about today. And I kind of, honestly, to tell you the truth, even though it's mismatched and even though it's a little weird and even though it's a little quirky, even though it's a little old, even though it's a little new old, I'll get into what I mean new old. I kind of still love it, even though it's the weirdest ship. Was to me what I believe the weirdest ship in the entire fleet.
Isn't that the way of like fashion? You can't have the same old button down shirt, blue jeans. I mean, you can't have the same thing. You have to have something that's unique. And I don't know what Carnival was reaching for on this ship, but they touched on a lot of different areas. And somebody could find something that they like about the ship.
It's like a one of those homemade quilts that you take a whole bunch of blankets that are just kind of torn and you just kind of cut up patches and you just sew them together. It's kind of what they did with this ship, in a way,
Before we get too deep into it, let me go ahead and run down the chat because we have somebody. We have somebody downstairs. We have a special guest, something never done before on Cruise Talk Live. So I don't want to keep them waiting too long either. Let's see. Ocean to Ocean. Welcome in, Bruce. Thanks for being in here. Journeys with June and Brady. Thank you guys for coming in here. Shady Brady, thanks for being in here. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody, they're coming over with they rated themselves from your live. You got Destination Fun in the house. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation.
Hello, guys.
And people, if it seems like I'm rushing through the names, we have so much to do, and today is a day we can't go over. We have to be done on time today. So, close to on time, but we have to be done on time today. So I'm rushing through it. So don't think I don't care. I do appreciate everybody being in here, but that's the reason why it seems like I'm rushing through it.
We love you all. I don't have to think so.
Najuma Brown, welcome in. Liz, welcome in from Carnival Cruise Addicts. Thank you. Venture Cast, welcome in. I see you down there.
Hello, Mike.
Cruising Family, welcome in. Cheryl from the Morning Show, welcome in. Cheryl, appreciate you being in here. Destination Fun, 2 hours. Yeah, it was 2 hours. Bruce says the Miracle is one of our favorite ships.
Mine now too. So weird. It's so weird. I love it. It's so weird. I love it. Doesn't make sense. It makes
CNS
sense.
Travels. Welcome in, CNS Travels. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, CNS.
Jennifer, I'm sorry. Sherry is saying, I don't know how Scott does it.
Hey, you're everywhere too, Sherry. So, I mean, I see her in a lot of the chats that I'm in. I'm like, oh, Sherry's here. Hey, Sherry.
Yeah, but you'll be in every chat, but you'll be on every live too. And it's like, I'm switching back and forth. I see you here. I see you there. You're everywhere.
And then I'll miss my own premiere. I know Carnival Cruise Addicts is going to say it in the chat. I've been better about being at my premieres, especially the longer ones. So
yeah. D Newman, welcome in. D, appreciate it. It's 9:07 where she's at, and that's in Australia. Thank you, D, for being over here. Good day, mate.
Good morning to you.
Globees Travels, Globees Travel, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Wait a second. It looks like I have a new member here. Your favorite couple. Welcome in. Thank you for becoming a member. Hold on, I think I have something for that. Let me see. Thank you, your favorite couple. I appreciate you guys being in here. They have talked me into going on Virgin Voyages. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They're talking about Virgin Voyages. I think they taught me into going on Virgin Voyages.
Oh,
I don't know when, but yeah, it's coming up soon. Kal-El Daily, welcome in, Superman. Appreciate you being in here. Chris from Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome in.
Chris.
Lawn Lifters, thank you for coming in, my friend. Good to see you. I haven't seen them in a while. Marion, I haven't seen him. Real good guy. I bet I'm on a celebration. Real nice guy.
Lawn Lifters.
Nate the Great, I believe I said that right. Nate, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here.
What's up, Nate?
Sweet Acres Koi Farm, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Sweet Acres.
Hold on 1 second. I got to see something else. Jennifer, Embarkation Nation, thank you so much, Jennifer. Or it's for somebody in here. I don't know if it's me or I don't know if anybody else is monetized. I'm seeing a little paperclip. So usually if I'm hosting, that means it's somebody else. But guess what? We're going to play something for you for giving that.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Jennifer, thank you so much. Appreciate you being in here.
I love that song.
Mike has it. It went to Mike. Thanks for the super chat.
Bing, bing.
And I believe I'm down to the bottom. So, Scott, do you want to introduce our special guest?
I do. Also, Scott McNeil came in too as well. Hello, Mr. Scott.
Oh, I missed Scott McNeil. Yep, there he is. Thank you. Hey, Scott.
Hello, Scott. And Embarkation and your favorite couple. Yep, we said hello. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so let's well, he just got a super chat. But let's bring up our guest. He actually just sailed on the Carnival Miracle right before I did. I believe it's the sailing right before I did. So I figured we can bring him up to talk about how weird this ship was. And I can't wait to hear your take at the end of it, because I think we're all going to agree that this ship is weird and quirky. But I'm interested to hear what you think, and I'm also interested to hear what VentureCast thinks about if you guys would sail again and if you like the ship in general. So let's bring up Mr. Mike from
Without further ado,
there he is.
Mike, welcome in, Mike.
Thanks for having me on, and thanks to Jennifer for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Yes, welcome in to Cruise Talk Live. I was just telling everybody that you just went on the Carnival Miracle, just like I did. I believe it was the sailing right before I was on.
I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks, because we sailed out of Long Beach. So.
Oh, okay. You sailed out of Long Beach. That's right. And Warmstrong, you also went on it. You didn't go on it
earlier
recently, but yeah, you went on it a couple months ago.
Yep. Well, mine went to Hawaii though. We didn't go to Alaska. We went to Hawaii.
Okay. But we're even though there's very interesting itineraries coming up for the Miracle, we'll touch on that towards the end. We're really going to talk today about how quirky and how weird the Carnival Miracle is, and how mismatched and put together. I feel, honestly, my buddy said it's kind of like 4 ships put together in one. And I mean, you're sitting right behind the Carnival Miracle, and yeah, let's just talk about how weird this ship is.
Well, I'm curious with you, Scott. We for a week now we've been talking about this the Miracle, and you're saying how it moved up to one of your top ships. You kind of changed the topic on us today, and as far as the way it looks, and I want to find out whether or not that means you like it less or it's still growing on you.
Oh no, it means I like it even more.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's weird in a good way. I think personally, with all of the new ships that are coming out and all the Excel classes that are being built, I know for a fact they don't build cruise ships like the Carnival Miracle anymore, and like that particular class. Yeah, I know the Spirit's in that class, and I know it's technically a Spirit class, but the Carnival Miracle in general, how mismatched and put together that ship is, and how it sails through, how it sails up the coast of California to Alaska and makes it all the way to Alaska it's amazing to me. It's not as good as the Carnival Dream, in my opinion, but the Carnival Miracle has hopped up to number 2 and definitely kicked out the Carnival Jubilee as far as number 2, because she was sitting there for a while.
Wow.
That's high praise. It hasn't moved up that far from me. Mike, how about yourself?
Well, I really liked it. Setting the stage, the 2 previous cruises before I went on the Miracle was on Harmony of the Seas, and then the Jubilee. So 2 of the bigger, newer ships with all the amenities, all the nice modern stuff. And then, so stepping down to the Miracle was, it was a change of pace, but I liked it. The size was easy to get around. The layout was pretty easy. Everything's either on decks 2 and 3 or 9 and 10, pretty much. So yeah, and the crew was great. So I would say it's one of my more favorite ships. It's probably I'd have to at least say it's my favorite of the smaller ships that I've been on.
Cool. There you go.
It is. And for those who don't know, it's Miracle is a Spirit class ship. So I think you're looking at what the Pride, the Miracle, the
Spirit.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure I'm forgetting. Let me see. I'm sure I'm forgetting one.
No, not the Luminosa.
Yeah, they consider that, and the Legend, and they consider the Luminosa one too. So, yeah. Somehow, some way it works. First, I like the Spirit class ship. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles of my favorite Carnival ship is the Jubilee, probably. Yeah, I would say definitely, sort of, kind of. Jubilee is probably my favorite ship because of all the things that you can do on it. But after that, I really do like the size of the Spirit class ship, the Miracle, and the Miracle. We're going to talk about it, but some of the things that it has, like a superheroes, it has, the yellow brick road. Well, Scott said the blue brick road, but it has a little bit of everything in it, and it's a different ship, but it keeps you talking about it, or at least me.
It definitely does. Lawnlifter says that the Carnival Miracle took him to another dimension or another time zone, and it kind of did in a way. Part of that ship is definitely takes you back to a different time zone. Maybe even the nightclub, let's say, partying with Frankenstein in the nightclub.
Yeah, for sure.
That was just crazy. The Frankenstein, and when I first saw it, I'm like, what's going on here? And then, by the end of the night, I'm up here dancing with Frank. Hey, Frankenstein! And have a good time. And it's like, yeah, this is what a nightclub is supposed to be.
Yes. Now, so before we get into like kind of the bones, one of the bones we're going to talk about the nightclub. Let's kind of talk about the guts, and we just named all the Spirit classes, right? And let's just pick out one of the Spirit classes that I'm not sure if VentureCast you've sailed on the Luminosa, but I know Bill and I have both sailed on the Luminosa.
No, I haven't. The Miracle is the only one out of that class I've been on.
I don't know. Okay. So if you just take the Luminosa, right, and Bill, the Luminosa compared to the Miracle. First off, let's just say it's night and day. It's night and day difference for the Luminosa, right? But if you just take the guts out of it, right, you just take out the guts because they both go to Alaska. The big main difference as far as the guts go is the Carnival Miracle is a real carnival ship. Right? They don't give you the fake off the grill, or off the burger, or flip the burger, or whatever that fake burger place is. I don't even remember. I went there once and I never went back. And then the burrito place, they call it burritos and tacos. Like, oh, is this supposed to be Blue Iguana Cantina? Like, idea, but they serve burritos and tacos. Like, it was right. It was not good. But they don't do that to you on the Miracle, right? They give you Blue Iguana. I'm talking about the guts. They give you the Blue Iguana. They give you the guy's burger. They give you the Red Frog bar, or the Red Frog rum bar. They give you the Blue Iguana tequila bar. So they give you the guts of Carnival and make this Carnival Miracle still feel like a Carnival branded ship. You have the whale tail, even though we'll get into the whale tail. It's not your conventional whale tail. There's some see-through aspects of this whale tail. But other than that, it's a normal, conventional Carnival ship. You're going to find most of the things that you're finding on even the newer ships, right, on the Carnival Miracle, like Guy's Burger and Blue Iguana Cantina. There was Chopsticks, things like that. The Seafood Shack. So you still have all of that. Basically, the Carnival Guts is what I'm calling it. The Carnival Guts. Because you don't have that, quite frankly. I know the Legend has it, but you quite frankly don't have that on the Luminosa. I was scratching my head on the Luminosa, like, ugh.
Okay, let me run down a couple people who came into the chat. Liliana, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in here, my friend.
Hello,
Probably
Riara.
butchered the name. Long lifters, come hither with Heather. Welcome in all the way from Australia. On the way to work, but I'm gonna stay on as long as you can. Thank you for being here. Bruce, CNS Travel, we enjoyed the Miracle last year to Alaska and look forward to being on the Miracle in 3 months going to Hawaii. I love to go to Hawaii. I loved it.
I might see you on there, CNS.
Changing topics really quick. I'm going to just mention this and then get off of it. P&O cruise line closed down overnight. I was up at was it the night of your live? Whenever it was, I'm up watching it, and it's like, is this real? They just closed. We're no longer in business. And P&O, I mean, that was a big thing over in Australia.
Huge.
Yeah. Everybody speaking. Okay, I think I'm down at the bottom.
I also think we had A-Frame Daydream come in.
Hold on, let me find it. But yeah, this is what was Scott and Mike? What was one of the weirdest things that you really enjoyed about the Miracle? What had you scratching your head? And we're gonna take Frankenstein out of it. The 20-foot tall Frankenstein. We're gonna take him out of it.
Frankie, I can't pick Frankie. All right. I'll let Mike go first.
Okay.
Well, that one area is the Mad Hatter's lounge or whatever underneath on deck one underneath the theater. That was an interesting space, but it's still pretty neat because there's a lot of detail in there. I went in there for a couple of seminars. They had like the naturalist, and then they had Sam, the port guy, gave his briefing, and just sitting in there listening to the briefing, and then just kind of looking around. It's like everywhere you look, there was some little, ornate, intricate, detailed stuff going on. So not sure what they were thinking with it, but it still was kind of cool to hang out in.
Scott, how about for yourself?
Ooh, okay. So I think for me, it's gonna have to be the Mad Hatter's lounge all the way in the back.
Yeah. That's Mike. That's the same place you're talking about, right, Mike?
Right. Yeah.
Takes the cake. It takes the cake.
I agree that place, and coming down the staircase to go down into.
So weird.
Right.
So weird. And they're all like 3D. They're not even 3D. They're like actual figurines from Alice in Wonderland. You got a crazy wicked rabbit, and I have a picture. Let me show you.
I guess if I was prepared, I could have pulled up some of my video too.
Take a look at this.
Okay, this is a G-rated picture, right, Scott? I'm
G-rated.
I'm going on blind faith because I can't see it all.
G-rated, but creepy. Creepy. Grandma made my vlog. If you saw, that was the grandma that I painted out. She pointed out.
Right, and as you said, like that rabbit, it's not like a picture. It's like a figurine.
Yeah, it's a figurine. You can go over and touch it. It's made over like plaster of Paris or whatever it's called. It's weird. It's very weird.
People, I don't know if you can picture this, but now at one point we were talking about Frankenstein in the nightclub, and now we're talking about the Mad Hatter lounge, and they did a lot of karaoke. That's what they did, karaoke. And it's like whoever designed this, I don't know the rhyme or reason behind it,
Was there Frankenstein in Alice in Wonderland? Did I miss something?
I don't seem to recall that.
Okay. I mean,
Not the version I watched anyway.
Yeah. And well, what about the hallways with the artwork on the hallways? So now we got Frankenstein, Mad Hatter. What about the hallways stood out to you?
the hallways had what was that? They're like not Broadway plays. They're like literature character
Like villains.
characters. Yeah, like villains from like from famous novels. I'm like, what is going on right now? I'm trying to think of one. They're all like popular villains from novels. I'm trying to figure out where it goes, where it all makes sense.
Even going into the nightclub on the wall, they had like cartoons of different, like Batman and Robin, and it's like it was just Frankenstein and Batman and Gotham, and it's like how did they put these two together, or 3, 4, 5 together?
I don't know. I think they were just they were covering all the bases. You know, like whatever characters we can think of, we'll just throw it all in here. It's pretty neat, though.
Joe Farkas was something else. I mean, he really was. When he created the Miracle, either that or they had some parts of leftover ships, and we're like, yeah, just give them the Frankenstein nightclub. Okay.
That was it was special. It was almost like they went to Mardi Gras and said, "Hey, we got some leftover stuff here. Put it on the ship."
Right?
It's definitely unique.
It was like Edgar Allan Poe villains on the wall or something like that out of my room. I was on deck 1, 1253, I think, and there was like one of the Edgar Allan Poe villains on the wall. I'm like, how does that fit?
I'm with June and Brady here. On my wall, the floor I was on, I had Phantom of the Opera lining my wall, and it was like, wow, this is a lot to take in.
So much to take in. It was so weird.
Yeah, that Gadsby's Garden area was pretty interesting. You know, the hallways, like the horseshoe hallway up, you know, with the ceiling fans that are constantly going. And
we have to quit talking about that. That's one of my favorite spots on a Spirit class ship because nobody goes there. You have windows. It's like a hallway that walks around the front of the ship. And is it the front of the ship or the after the ship?
I think it's the front.
I want to say it's the front. But it goes all the way around, and it's just like some windows, air, and nobody's back there. And I go there when I want to relax. Actually, I go there like if I'm going to try to do a live or do any kind of editing or something. I try to go back just to do that because nobody goes back there. But as soon as I do sit down, somebody shows up.
At night, it gave me an eerie feeling. And again, I was trying to figure out where this all fit in. And I was trying to figure out actually what it was used for. I thought it was like a back entrance into the theater, but there was no back entrance into the theater. And it was, I don't know. At night, I don't know. You walked in there was nobody in there, and it was just kind of creepy.
Yeah, the lighting, kind of low lighting. It's a weird ship.
But yeah, a lot of people were reading there during the day, so I didn't really want to go live in there. I could picture you going live in there, but a lot of people were reading or checking emails and doing things like that. So.
No, definitely. When I went in there, there was nobody in there.
Wow.
I saw some crew members down there making phone calls and stuff sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Heinrich has made it in. Welcome in, Andy. Appreciate you coming in.
Hello, Andy.
I don't know if I mentioned Traveling Fools. Welcome in. I don't know if I mentioned them or not.
Hello, TF.
Bill is giving out secrets out. Everyone will go there. There's like nothing to do there but sit down there, have a coffee, look out a window in peace and quiet. I mean, the spirit is. It was more of a jungle. It was more designed like a jungle on the spirit.
Did they call it Gatsby's Garden? What did they have in?
I want to say it was Jungle something. I can't remember the name of it, but I believe it was Jungle something.
Yeah, this was themed Gatsby's Garden. So it was a bunch of little Gatsbys on the wall, or little statues on the wall, naked statues on the wall. So that was also really weird. I didn't really go in there too much because that creepy feeling at night. I was like, wow. And nobody was in there. You could be like, hello, and you just like hear yourself echo, hello, hello. And it was like, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not going in there. No reason.
June and Brady said they saw somebody sleeping in there. It was peaceful.
I didn't see that. That would have been a good place.
Carnival Cruise Addict says we call it the secret passageway.
Creepy.
I always felt like somebody was following me every time I was, I was like always looking behind me, like,
Me too.
what's going on?
It kind of felt like you weren't supposed to be in there.
Me too. Yeah, same. Because the crew members too. That's why I thought, well, when you go through Gatsby's Garden, there's a staircase, and I took that staircase and I tried to open the door. It wouldn't open. I'm like, okay, thought it was going into the theater, and then I saw crew members coming down from there. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's like the, I don't know, crew exit or something, or crew mess, or I have no idea. But they were coming out from there.
June and Brady said it was the dancing guy from the Red Frog Pub.
Oh, I know who she's talking. That's
Ocean says it's called the Jungle on the Spirit. Yeah.
There you go.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah, that would have been wild if they would have put a jungle. It's still wild with Gatsby's Garden. It's still wild and I don't know, creepy.
Did either one of you on the Miracle go to the steakhouse?
Yes, I did.
I did too.
Anything unusual about the steakhouse?
Yeah. You know where it is?
Where is it at, Scott?
It's right in the whale tail. You are eating inside the Carnival Miracle's whale tail. No, and it's not blowing gas on your steak and all that. But yeah, you're right in the Carnival whale tail. And this wonderful, I don't know, there's like a pink or purple aura. So I guess they tinted the glass pink or purple. But when the light comes in, it illuminates and it's supposed to make it romantical, I guess. I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, it did. It was. I went at night, so I didn't get the full picture of it because it was dark. But yeah, it's like pink glass, and it's weird. It's everything about the. I shouldn't say everything about the ship is weird, but it's weird.
Yes. Yes. And then the staircase going up, right? They just want to keep the whole see-through. So the only see-through staircase on the Carnival Miracle goes up to the staircase from the Lido deck. Is a spiral staircase, excuse me, or kind of spiral, half spiral, going up to the steakhouse from the Lido deck, and it's completely see-through. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but I don't know.
I thought it was really nice, with the skylight, with the lighting that they had there, and then luckily I had a seat right by the window, so
yeah.
And it was I went the first night as we were leaving Long Beach, so pretty cool view and pretty neat little atmosphere going on up there.
It is. They shut the top off though, so there is it's supposed to be a 2-level steakhouse. However, they don't use the top level anymore, which is what I was told.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at some pictures. I didn't notice at the top level.
Yep. I don't know if you could get a better view, but there was more seats up there. They said there's not as much demand for it, so they just added a few more tables down where we all ate, and now that's what they use as the steakhouse. But yeah, having it be in the whale tail like that is I don't want to say it's weird, but it definitely kind of gave me like those old 80s mall vibes with like the whole pink and purple. I don't know. The food was great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from the food. We're talking about the way they constructed and how you sit in the whale tail in the Carnival Nick and Nora's Steakhouse. It's not Fahrenheit 555. It's Nick and Nora's.
You know what? I'm thinking back when I first started cruising in 1990. I probably was fascinated by all the Frankenstein and all this, and I didn't think much about it. I'm like, all cruise ships are supposed to look like this. I never thought about an elegant ship. If you ever go on like MSC Meraviglia, it looks like it's just total elegance. I mean, the staircases, everything. And I always thought cruise ships supposed to be like overly exaggerated, just weird. And Miracle fit right in there.
It did. You want to talk about something else that they kind of do that's going to be weird? It's not. I guess it's not weird now, but in a couple years, it's totally going to be weird if they continue to do it. And that's print out all the pictures, and they still hang them on the wall. Which
a lot of carnival ships do that still. That's I don't know why. I don't know what goes on with people being afraid of technology. You don't need it. You can have it on your phone. You can have it on your TV. You pull up your pictures. You can buy it online. And I think Carnival Cruise Addict, they were talking about it. They talked to John Hill was talking about it on one of his Facebook pages, and they were pulling up how they're going to think about putting pictures online. So even when you got off the cruise, if you want to buy a picture, you can go back and buy a picture. I mean, it's like, why wouldn't you? And think you could do something else with all that space that you have dedicated to
pictures.
The pictures.
Know. Little antiquated there as far as that goes.
Just a little bit. The Down on the Cruisers, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, Sean. I thought the staircase was an awesome idea. Too bad I haven't been on that ship. Good day, folks. Good day, mate.
It's a good idea. It's just if you're afraid of heights or have a fear of heights and you look straight down and you can see, not through your feet, but you can see, the stair that you're standing on, and it goes straight down to the atrium that's like 9 decks below you. After a few glasses of wine, I don't know if that's the greatest idea to put the see-through staircase.
I'm a little afraid of that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just pointing it out there.
Yeah, it might ruin your experience heading up there.
Well, but I mean, I don't know.
Sifting some soil and more. Welcome in, Mona. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, Mona.
Mike, are you excited the Miracle is coming to Galveston?
Yeah, that's. I think that's pretty cool that they're going to be heading over. I've actually been looking at that repositioning cruise to get over there. It's a 15-day, and it goes through the Panama Canal.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be able to use my casino offers on that, so I'd have to come out of pocket. But I'm kind of tempted to do it,
Give it some time. You might. I'm doing the repositioning of the Spirit from Alaska to New Orleans.
Oh,
and I got the and that's coming up October 9th, and it has to go through the Panama Canal. So it's a 15 to 16-day cruise.
Wow.
Leaving out of Seattle. So keep an eye on it. And those are the cruises I love doing, Mike. So if you do happen to see it, if I happen to see it, I'll mention it to you.
Yeah. That would be a good experience.
And that was the one. Ooh, that was the one. Chocolate martini. That was the one I had that drink package from the casino. that was that ship.
Yeah, blame the casino bill. Go ahead.
I was. They shouldn't have showed me how good the drink package is. I'm used to having drinks free in the casino. So if I was going to a show, I would leave a half hour early, go to the casino, sit at a machine, let them bring me a drink. Hey, can you bring me another one back fast? I got to get out of here. Okay, we'll come back. So I have 2 drinks, put them in a cup, go to the show. Drinks all over the ship. I'm sitting in the theater, another drink. Well, you guys saw. I'm sitting there doing a live. Another martini. So yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
The CNS Travel said they need to put a movie screen behind the stage on the pool deck.
Ooh.
What ship is that? They're looking at doing that. I forget which ship they were talking about doing that, putting a bigger screen out there.
Yeah,
for the dive-in movies.
Yeah, because they have a nice stage, but they don't have a movie screen out there. On the inside one, not the outside. Don't put. Oh my God, the outside would be way too cold.
Right.
In Alaska.
June and Brady says, I'd love to go to Galveston to cruise. I'm working on it. Galveston, I had a good time in Galveston. I only been down there one time. It's tough. I fly Delta, so it's tough to get down there because you have to fly into Hobby, and it's an hour away, and there was no direct flight into Hobby, so I had to stop in Atlanta, and they gave me like a 25-minute between flights. So I'm getting off my airplane and running to the next what's the name. I made it, but yeah, it wasn't. I didn't really enjoy that trip.
Mm.
I enjoyed the trip once I got down there. Good people down in Galveston.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sean, now Scott, what's with you folks still in our cruise line? Yeah, we talked about P&O. Think of it like this, Scott, Sean. Carnival's probably going to take it over, rebrand it to Carnival, keep the ships there, so now you can earn your Carnival points for Carnival. Is that a priority? I don't know.
Here comes the Carnival Destiny and the Carnival Imagination 2.0.
Well, Destiny. Would they bring it back? Destiny. What did they turn Destiny into? Sunshine or something?
Yeah. Sunshine.
So yeah, I mean, would they bring back Destiny if they already changed the ship? Only Carnival would do that. Rebrand the ship and use like an old name. That's so Carnival.
So Carnival. So Carnival.
Liz thought I thought that was good news for Australia. Yeah, you thought it was good news. They're losing a 90-year-old cruise company. that cruise company that was the big cruise company over there. Craven Moorhead, welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, Craven. It's a new name.
Will G, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, Will G.
Everybody's speaking. Bill, that is exactly what is going to happen. Yeah. I hate P&O. I haven't been on the ships, but I was looking at the ships. They look like pretty decent ships. And when I was down there, people talked highly about P&O. So, hopefully it stays the same. Mona says, Bill, let me know. I'll drive you to Galveston. Okay, I will. Whoa, see, now you're talking, Mona. Don't threaten me with a good time because I'll fly down there. I'll fly down there because I get some casino deals. I'll be on a cruise in no time. Okay, there we go. So we'll see. I'm up. Hold on. I thought I was at the bottom. It didn't go down. Jennifer says, "Come on, Bill. Let's go." The Venture was the old Golden Princess. We'll see. Carnival, they're working on it, but they getting back on topic here as far as the Miracle. I know, Scott, you're keeping an eye on the clock. Scott, what's going on at 8:00?
So 8:00, I'm going to be talking about Catch a Can over on Across the Waves. Across the Waves is Tinkerbell and Cruising with Keith.
Cruising with Keith. That should be a good show.
Alice Lugo is usually there, but I think they are disconnecting for the week, so they're not going to be. She's not going to be there, but I'm going to be there talking about Catch a Can, since I was just in Catch a Can. So if you want to, watch that after this. But I had a question for both of you. So did either one of you, I'm sure, at some point during your cruise on the Carnival Miracle, did you eat in the main dining room? There's only one main dining room.
Yeah, pretty much every night except for the first one.
So I'm with you, Mike. I think pretty much most of the nights I ate there. The first night I went to the steakhouse.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Now the food was good. I mean, the service was fine, right? You walk in, it's called the Bacchus dining room. It's all the way in the back, but has nothing to do with the fact that it's in the back. Actually, Bacchus has something to do with wine. I think he's the Greek god of wine or something like that, or the god of vino.
It was something like that.
If you go into that main dining room, what is in the main dining room? As far as decor goes, not to eat.
All I can remember is seeing a lot of grapes, big, huge grapes hanging everywhere. The lights seemed like they were supposed to be grapes. Everything was a grape.
Yeah, it was like a vineyard for a giant or something. You're just kind of sitting in amongst it, and there's just all these grapes hanging, and then there was some interesting like artwork around the top. That was
yeah.
But it was pretty neat. It kind of threw me for a loop the first time or two I was in there, but it kind of grew on me by the end. I really liked it.
It felt like that old carnival, real old carnival. And it felt like you were back in, like, I don't know, your aunt's house back in, I don't know, the 80s or something like that. Because
Yeah, it did. When it
every
had the look.
every six light worked. If you realize that, some of them, and it took me like 5 days to realize this. I'm like, oh, how cool is that? All the grapes are like a different shade of purple. Like some of them are light purple, some of them are like medium light purple, some of them are dark purple. And when I said that out loud, like the seventh day, my friend Bill, my other friend Bill that was there, he's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Look at the." He's like, "Yeah, they're all supposed to be lit." He goes, "Carnival just didn't replace the light bulb. So the ones that you see that are dark purple, that's because the light bulb isn't working anymore." And I said, "No."
Or,
I said,
you know,
"Yeah."
maybe they just turned the lights down a little bit. Maybe it was too bright in there, but you know, the grapes reminded me like the old grapes they used to have, like, you know, your grandma or somebody would have a bowl of plastic fruit on a table, and that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Exactly.
I didn't notice that about the lights. I didn't notice it dark in there. So yeah, next time when I go, well, no, I'm not. I don't know when next time I'm gonna be on the Miracle.
It was just, yeah, I don't know. It didn't fit. The food was fine, but it just didn't fit. It was weird. It was weird. It was so old feeling to me.
Jordan Brady, I assure you, Aunt doesn't have crap like that in her house.
No,
Yeah,
no, you don't, Aunt Judy, but
I can remember it as a child, and not it's most of the time when we went out someplace else, it was fake fruit like in a bowl on a table. And that was actually like a thing.
yeah, it was. I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, I looked up Bacchus because I was intrigued, and I found out he had something to do with wine and obviously the grapes. But I'm like, I'm trying to piece it all together between the Mad Hatter, between the Yellow Brick Road, which we'll talk about in a second, between the all of the weird things that were on the walls as far as the superhero and Phantom of the Opera, which again is like, okay, well, where does that all tie in and make sense? And then the dining room and the nightclub.
Yeah.
Well, the nightclub, the Frankenstein, you would have thought like the pictures on the wall would have something to do with Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I mean, they had like lights, like lightning, and I mean, they had that on one of the walls. The pictures just didn't match that. It was more like a Gotham scene, and it was like, why?
It should be a big Batman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Joker. A huge Joker, because there's the game lounge the self game lounge where you can play your own board games. It's called the Joker's Lounge. So why didn't you put a big Joker in the nightclub and call it Joker's Club? Joker's. I don't know.
Marjorie,
like
welcome in, Marjorie. Appreciate you stopping in.
Hello, Marjorie. Yeah, it didn't make sense. Didn't make sense.
They talk. We're running out of time, Scott. Talk about the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Yellow Brick Road, and then I want to bring everybody back up to the Lido deck. So let's talk about the Yellow Brick Road. If you've been on the Jubilee, you might understand what I'm talking about. Because if you go down the Yellow Brick Road, which is actually blue, I don't know why they call it the Yellow Brick Road. I think that was a play on Wizard of Oz, right? Yellow Brick Road.
Right.
And you go down it, and that's where all the shops are. The shops, the Effie jewelry shop, the Carnival branded shop, the Cherry on Top. And it's
what color were the shops?
They were white.
Yeah.
They looked yellow. When I think they were yellow. They were yellow, and that's where the Yellow Brick Road came from. I think. Anybody going on the Miracle? When you go down there where the shops are, look at the shops. Now the interior was white, but the exterior looked yellow.
See, now you got me second guessing myself.
I'm trying to remember in my head, and that's what, because I think Scott, me and you had this conversation before, and that's what I started thinking about. I'm like, it looked like it was yellow. I looked at a picture of it, and it sure enough, the floor was blue, which makes absolutely no sense for Yellow Brick Road. But I'm trying to make sense of it, people.
maybe we'll give it to him there. Maybe the outside is yellow, but I don't know. It looked white to me. But either way, yeah, it did make sense. But it looked all new. It looked like you would be walking down the road to the celebration or the road to the Jubilee. It had that very much new feel. Everything in the
Yep.
gift shop was new. The Carnival gift
Right.
shop sign was new. The cherry on top sign was new. The Effie gift shop was all new, and it was all remodeled, or not remodeled, but renovated, let's just say, in their last dry dock in 2018. So I was just like,
Now,
what?
Junior Brady says they were white. We were there when we were there. I shopped a lot. Check out our video. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back and check out their videos. Together we travel. Welcome in.
Chocolate martinis. Oh, well.
So Scott, take us up to the Lido deck. We're running out of time. You got 8 minutes before you have to get out of here. So
All right, let's take you back up to the Lido deck, and another popular place for everybody to eat is the Lido deck. No matter what you choose, it's the buffets up there. The seafood corner is the paid for seafood option, and then they change out the buffet during lunch for either some Chinese, which was chopsticks, or they change it to sometimes they do like a Mexican Mexican fusion up there. But the decor, right? Let's talk about the decor. It was called Horatio's Lido deck, right? And you're like, who is Horatio? And if you ever wanted to know who Horatio was, there's about 17,000 Horatio statues plastered to the wall of this guy who I have no idea. I couldn't get an answer from any of the staff. I said, who is Horatio? And all they did was point. So I guess it was the guy on the wall. I kind of tried to Google it, and I really couldn't find too much information. But I could only assume, because if you looked at the decorations for the buffet, you would think, oh, wait, it's Horatio's face. It's just Minnie. No, it's not Horatio's face. It's an English flag.
Right. I think he was an admiral. I'm guessing that he was an admiral in the British Navy. I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Because there was all those British flags and stuff around. And
right.
I don't know.
That would be my guess too, Mike.
Maybe I spelled it wrong, but I don't know. I was trying to piece that together and figure out how that tied into Alice in Wonderland and all of the other crazy things that we had mentioned about the Carnival Miracle. And nobody could give me a straight answer who Horatio was.
That was an interesting little food area there.
Yeah.
The pizza place was kind of slow, but
yes.
when I was there, the deli was good. I didn't eat at the seafood corner. I meant to eat there, but I never did. The buffet was a little bit, disappointing. But I only ate at the buffet for breakfast a few times, and the food didn't taste bad, but I would get there right when it was open, and the food was already cold. So I'm wondering, like, how does that happen? But
well, it sits there for a half an hour before they open it up. So
wow.
Yeah. And the pizza place is not the new. It escapes me right now what the new pizza place is for Carnival, but it's the Pizza Pirates. So it's the older pizza place for Carnival. So,
So we're running out of time again. 5 minutes, Mike. On a scale of any final thoughts, and then at the end of that, would you give us on a scale of 1 to 5 stars? How many stars would you give it?
I think if I was going to put it on a scale of 1 to 5, I'll probably give it a solid 4.
No.
My only critique would just be, because I'm kind of a specialty dining guy. And
okay.
So I like to have those specialty dining options. And they do have the steakhouse and they do have the chef's table, but that would be my only gripe about it. Other than that, I enjoyed myself. And I will say this, the best elevators I've had on any cruise ship.
Yes.
They were the fastest. I never had to wait. That I really loved.
Yes, for sure.
Hey, Ventures, Tanya, welcome in.
Tanya.
Appreciate you being in here. Scott, what about yourself?
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna have to say a solid. I'm gonna give it a little higher than a 4. I'm gonna go like a 4.2. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna go 4.2. I think the reason why, because you guys know I love doing this. I love bringing first time cruisers anywhere. So I think, in my opinion, it is a great ship for a first time cruiser. Maybe not the itineraries that it's about to do with all of the crazy journeys cruises, but once it gets its behind over to Galveston and does the 4 or 5 day, party your ass off cruises, I think it would be perfect to bring a first time cruiser to experience a ship like the Miracle, where they wouldn't feel too overwhelmed. They still had a little bit extra if they wanted to do a steakhouse or a chef's table or something like that, where they can be like, okay, I think I want to go on another cruise, and then maybe another cruise and another cruise. So I say 4.2.
Yeah, I'm up there too. As far as number of stars, probably. Mrs. Mack, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, Mrs. Mack, and the Big Cheese. Welcome in, Big Cheese.
Big cheese.
I'm going about a 4.0. I do love the ship. I would give it higher. The core is just a little too much. I think this is a perfect size ship for older people, and when not as far as like a party ship, I think 45-ish and up. I'm not calling 45-ish old. I'm just saying for older crowd. Because you don't have a lot of the amenities that some of these newer ships have, and I think with the amenities that these newer ships have, that's bringing a lot of new younger cruisers, 20, 30, under 40-year-olds that want to do everything. This one had everything that you would want on a cruise ship. For me, I probably give it a 4. I probably give the Spirit probably like a 4.2, 4.3. I do like that class of ship, and just like you said, just because of it doesn't seem as crowded. The elevators, you don't have to wait all day for the elevators. Most times being served, I didn't have to wait in line.
Nope.
So I really love that size ship, and you can put me on that size ship. It handled the waves well, even though it was an older ship. I mean, it handled the waves well.
Oh, we had a rocky day. It handled the waves really well. We had a day that was 43-mile-per-hour winds and like the 17-mile or 17-foot high waves, and she did great. She did great. It was a 1 to 5. 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Scott, you got to get ready to get out of here. Scott, what's coming up for you this week?
Yeah. So coming up for me, I'm gonna have a bunch of premieres in the next couple days, finishing up my Alaska vlogs. I'm gonna try to make them all at 3:33, unless otherwise there's other things that I'm not thinking of. In there, I will have my regular Thursday with Jimmy or somebody else, and then Friday is the return of the match game this week. Saturday is my podcast, and then Wednesday, you and I will be right back here, Warm Strong, next Wednesday.
Oh, that's the day before the travel day.
Yes, that is day before the travel day. Oh, I'm so excited.
Rambling with the Brums, welcome in, welcome in.
Yes.
No, we all kind of like this ship, the Spirit class ship. So no low scores here.
And now I have a question, like an ending question for anybody in the chat who has already sailed on the Carnival Miracle. Would you sail on the Carnival Miracle again? You get to choose the itinerary. I'm not choosing an itinerary for you, but would you choose the Carnival Miracle to sail on again? And why? Bill, since you're
I would love to sail on it, because give me a cruise and I'm going on it no matter what it is.
Okay.
Would I cruise on the ship? I definitely would. Just like I just said, Spirit class ship. It had everything I wanted. The amount of people on the ship, it was these newer ships are just packing people in.
Yeah, they are.
And you can't have enough elevators. You can't have enough wait staff. You can't have enough. Everything just seems overcrowded. I was always able to find a table in the buffet, the dining options, the steakhouse. If I wanted to go again, hey, they had more days opened up. You go on some of these larger ships, everything sells out the first day. If you don't make plans the first day, you can't get to the dining, the specialty dining.
You're so right.
So I think it was a good size ship for me, and I really enjoyed it. And it doesn't hurt that I went on like journey cruises on it. So journey cruises are my favorite.
Yeah, they're slowly becoming some of my favorite cruises now. Doing the longer cruises, you get a different menu style. You get to really engage with the guests. You could really get to know the crew, and it's just, I don't know, you're on a ship even longer than you normally would be. So I mean, hey, can't be a bad thing.
But yeah, I would go on it again. Definitely. Love the size, love the layout. I mean, yeah, the decor was a little, quirky, but it didn't bother me. I thought it kind of added something. It was something new to look at. And then also I really loved the Journeys cruise. That was my first Journeys cruise, and it's like a whole other atmosphere. And we only had like a couple of kids on the whole
Right.
ship. So for any of you people that are always complaining about, man, these kids on a cruise, well, think about doing a Journeys cruise.
Yeah, you're right.
Mike, I'm telling you, people don't understand. When I start talking about these journey cruises, I absolutely love them. That's the first thing when I go look at my deals, and because the casino offers, I go duration and look for anything over 14 days. I almost don't even care. I almost don't even care where it's going. If I can find a journey cruise going somewhere, I'm on it. And for $100,
Exactly. Yeah.
We had 28 kids on our sailing total on the entire ship, out of 2,400 or 2,100 that it holds.
Yeah.
28. That's it.
That's nothing.
A-frame daydreaming. If I didn't say hello, welcome in.
You can pay it off, even if you think about doing one in, like, say 2026. Most of the time it could cost you as little as $50 to $100 just to put down a deposit, and then you can pay it off in monthly payments. You can skip a few months if you need a little breather and then go back to it, if it's that far away. So
Right.
it's not that much of a upfront cost as people think, unless you book a cruise that's like next week and you want to hop on a cruise ship.
I know money is tight for everybody, but you can go out 2 years in advance a lot of times.
Yeah.
And if you start paying monthly, on those, the payment wouldn't be that much. Now you may not get on these newer ships, because I'm with you on the newer ships. They're way too much money. Some of these new ships that are coming out now, way too much money.
Man. Killer.
That's
That's why the Miracle's great, because I think it's going to stay at like that, affordable price for people to sail on. She's not going to be, gouging you like the Jubilee or the Celebration of the Mardi Gras.
Well,
and that's actually funny. That's what a journey cruise. Journey cruises are just longer itineraries. Usually they're repositioning cruises, or like when I did the 14-day from Long Beach to Hawaii. Just longer cruises that aren't the normal itinerary. So picture 10 days and more without being the same itinerary that the ship always goes on.
I think it's 9 or more. I think they lowered
Is it 9 or more?
Which is great. I love those. I'm starting to really love them too.
yeah, the 14-day Alaska cruise, that was, get to see like in depth all the port, and that I couldn't believe I was able to get that one.
If I ever go back to Alaska, I want to do a 14-day Alaska cruise. I want to be there. I want to see everything that Alaska has to offer. Because Scott, I've been there twice. I don't think you were showing icy straight point, icy point.
Icy Strait.
I've never been there, and I want to go.
Yeah, not a lot of cruise ships go there, and ironically enough, I think our sailing was the only sailing on the Carnival Miracle this year in 2024 that is actually going to Icy Strait. So it was a weird thing where they needed to get an extra day, so they gave us 11 days instead of 10, which was the one that Mike went on. He went on a 10-day. So I also didn't get Sitka, and Mike got Sitka, and I didn't get Sitka.
No, I went on the 14-day.
Oh, you went on the 14-day.
We hit Icy Strait Point before you guys did. So.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Icy's cool.
And we're winding this down, but lawn lifters, we just booked 10 cruises over the next 2 years last week.
Damn.
10 cruises. Balling! My goodness. Because you do have to put a deposit down on these cruises. Wow, Marion. When I grow up, I want to be like you.
I wonder if the casino deals or they're just I don't know, casino lifters.
Danny D, welcome in, Danny. I appreciate you being in
Danny
here.
D.
Scott, I know you have to run. Mike, what do you have coming up? On your channel?
I'm behind on my videos, but I'm slowly getting those Alaska vlogs out. And I came home, got sick right away, so I threw a monkey wrench. And then I may, I'll probably do a live stream, not this weekend, but the weekend after. And that's it. I'll try to get the vlogs out as soon as I can.
Sweet. Heck yes. And hey, Gumby too. I see Gumby came in.
Yep, Gumby came in.
Hello, Gumby.
For me, I'm going to do my show Banner with Bill tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Monday, I'll have a short video coming out. What is it? It's cabin tour of ocean view from Royal Caribbean, Allure of the Seas. So that's coming out Monday. And then Scott will be back here next week at what time? 7 p.m.
7 p.m. your time, Eastern Standard.
Thursday, we fly down. We're traveling, so I don't know if I'm going to have Banter with Bill. I probably will still do it. Banter with Bill Thursday, the 14th. No.
The 13th is Thursday.
Oh, good. Okay, well, 13th is Thursday, so I'll probably still do Banter with Bill, but it'll be a travel day, so you'll catch me down in Tampa someplace probably, getting ready for a meetup, a pre-cruise meetup. The 14th, I'm going live from the Margaritaville at sea, so it's going to be a busy next week.
It is going to be a busy next week. I can't wait.
Scott, I think I'm going live on the 14th. I think you scheduled one to go on the 15th, right?
I believe so, yes. And I'm going to try to schedule my premiere. I'm going to move my premiere to be right before Banter tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Even though I'll be at work, I'll still be
Sounds good. Scott, I know you have to get out of here. Everybody, thank you for everybody coming in here. Thank you to all the moderators, all the member channel members. I appreciate you guys coming in, even though I didn't acknowledge you like I should have. Clarence Worley, welcome in. We're getting ready to get out of here, but we do appreciate you coming in.
We do. And that's okay. They can wait because this is the real show, the Cruise Talk Live. This is what we do on Wednesdays.
Nah, they don't need to wait. They waiting on you, Scott. They're waiting for this Alaska information.
They can wait.
So I don't have it pinned up, but make sure you go through Across the Waves, check them out, Tinkerbell and Cruising with Keith. Check them out. And we are going to get out of here, and we will talk to you later.
Oh, wait.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Wait. You forgot to say your thing. You forgot.
I did. Thank you, Scott. And as always, people, make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey.
That's right.
And we are out of here. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.